welcome to GenX Glam here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping in. If you like this video, subscribe, go back, check out some of the other videos in the GenX Glam archive. If you're coming back, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate it when you introduce yourself and let me know who you are, where you're from, and what products you like, and any feedback on the videos. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuning in today. This video is going to be a spotlight on Charlotte Tilbury products. I've wanted to do this video for a while, and I'm getting around to it today. I hope that you like it. I'm wearing a full face of Charlotte Tilbury right now. So many different products. You can see them in the thumbnail. I just like held the camera above my glam station, took a shot of all the products that that I used today. With the exception of my brows, I used my Lip Bar brow pencil because that is the end of the line for me. I found my holy grail, and it is that brow pencil. So before we get into Charlotte Tilbury, though, I want to say that one of the giveaways, the GenX Glam giveaways from Easter weekend, a flash grab giveaway was not claimed. I'm gonna put it back out on the table in this video. It is sort of like 2 stars of the show. We have this is a skincare kit from e.l.f. It's their Holy Hydration line in minis. It's a great line, in my opinion, the best line of skincare that e.l.f. has put out there to date. But there's a lot of great e.l.f. skincare products out there. This just happens to be my favorite. This is in the giveaway. And then we have some P. Louise skincare going on. This is like body cream glow, P. Louise Lip Oil. We have, I often use the word whimsical to describe P. Louise products, and it just happens to be these wild whimsy falsies from P. Louise are in this giveaway. A lip drip gloss duo kit here, and one of my favorite e.l.f. brushes. It's super versatile. You can do a lot with it. I just like tossed it in. This is a surprise. I'll open up the top so you can take a peek in, but I think that many of you know that well, those of you who have watched my videos, few of them know that I talk about samples all the time. I collect samples. I love samples. I have a great collection of samples. I think they're a great way to get to use a product. Know if you want to go and go up a size maybe to the mini, or go back and ask for a deluxe sample and then go up to the mini and then go up to the full size. Anyway, this is like a nice little grab bag of samples, deluxe samples, regular samples. I just thought I'd throw it in there. It's going in. Bite Size e.l.f. Balm. I love this. It's in the shade. It's in the flavor coconut. I think you're really gonna like that. Bite Size Balm. And then to go with all the glow, this is Iconic London. Like, it's like a setting spray glow. I think you can use it on your body as well. I got it in a Sephora Faves bundle, and it was a duplicate for me, and it's been hanging around, and I thought it made sense to put in this giveaway because of the P. Louise Glow skincare products that are going in here. So that is that. All you have to do is subscribe and comment in this video. Read this is a USA or Canada giveaway, but just go ahead and check out all the rules in the video description, and good luck to you if you decide to go for that. All right, let's just quickly go through the products that I used. I mean, I could spend a long time talking about each one of the products, but I'll just try to give like a super quick down and dirty. I started with washing my face with this relatively new product, face wash from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Magic Hydration Revival Cleanser. So it hydrates, it provides a bit of radiance, it cleanses, it takes off makeup, it gets into your pores, it really removes those impurities. It kind of works in a 3-phase fashion. You put it on, it's very creamy when it goes on, and as you get water in it and you start like really rubbing it in, it foams up, and you have to be very careful in that stage, because I have, like, in an effort to reach for my washcloth and not open my eyes, like, where is it? I have opened my eyes and I've gotten this in there, and it's very irritable if it gets in your eyes, so be careful of that. And then when you wash it all off, it comes off, it's like a milky like face wash that just comes right off. It's really fun. I think it was $30. I don't know if I'm gonna repurchase it again, because I will stay in the Charlotte Tilbury like luxe face wash returning customer, but by the time this is gone, maybe something new will come out. And I rotated my favorite drugstore brands. I also like Fenty face cleansing products. So for now, I'm going to keep using it until it's gone. I really like it. It does everything that it says it's gonna do. It's like check, 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 check. All right, so then I came back to Glam Station after I had a nice face wash, and I used Charlotte's Glow Toner. This is non-acidic, no alcohol. It has essence in it. It's also one that leaves you feeling kind of like hydrated, kind of glowy. It has an exfoliating potential in it, so you want to take this and put it on like a cotton ball and do like the whole exfoliation first, and then maybe put a little bit on your hands and just pat it in to finish. That was official Charlotte Tilbury advice that I got via one of her makeup artists that I qualified to book a one-on-one consult with as just a member of her loyalty program. So that is how the Charlotte Tilbury rep told me that that should be used. Cotton ball, exfoliate, dab a little bit on your hands and put it around your face, and good to go. You have a nice glow. That essence is gonna like maximize everything else that you put on top of it. It's a really, really great product, and it'll last you a while, especially if you're like rotating it through with other brands. I went in with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. This is really popular. I'm sure if you watch any videos, you see people use that all the time. Maybe it's something you want to get in the Sephora sale that's coming up, or wait until Charlotte runs some sort of deal on her website with that. It's a great product. I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I'm saving what's left of her Magic Water, which is a recent drop, I don't know, the past 6-9 months. I don't have a ton left in it. The reviews say this is something of a product that's good for folks with oily skin, so I'm saving what I have left for the summer months when my skin tends to be a little bit more oily. Underneath my eyes, I went in with her eye serum. This is a super fun product, although I have bought it twice. Can't get me again on this one for a while because I recently pulled the trigger on the Guerlain under eye cream and lip contour. This was a very expensive purchase, but through the use of samples over the period of at least 6 weeks, maybe close to 2 months, I found that that cream really did, through using the samples, improve the under eye health, my under eye area health. You know, I noticed like seemed to be less puffy. I felt like my discolorations were like my tone. Everything was just smoothed out and consistently using it. And so I'm going to stick with that for a little while, but definitely every once in a while, I have a couple applications left in this little tube. I love the applicator. It's a very cooling, especially if you put it in the fridge. I would only caution to the wise when this is new, like brand new, and you're taking it home, you're going to use it for the first time, I would apply it to the back of my hand first, because I found like just like a tiny bit of pressure on this tube when it's full, a lot comes out, and you don't want to waste this. That's my word to the wise. I did color correcting with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Varnish, which I love. If you watched any of my videos, you've probably seen me use this in almost all my videos. I hit my nose area, my nose contour, my lip contour. I get my under eyes. I get right up here in my T-zone. Any place on my face that I feel like needs to be a little bit brighter or lighter, I use this. And I use it from kind of the beginning to the end of my routine. This is a very good touch-up product for me. It's not just a base product. But speaking of bases, after I got all that skincare down, I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow, which I really like this product. It's not just a like an underglow paint product or tint. It's a primer. That's what I like about it, because it was formulated in mind of being a primer. It's got ingredients that give you that primer grip, but you also get a tiny bit of a tint with it. I really like it. It's very sheer. It doesn't pill with anything, because I don't always use it exclusively with Charlotte Tilbury. In fact, I never do a full face of Charlotte Tilbury exclusively. I like my collection way too much to just do a one-trick pony brand type of face. But this glow primer doesn't pill with anything else that I've ever mixed it with. And then I went over that with my Beautiful Skin Shade 1 Neutral foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. Love this. Got it in a bargain bin, so I didn't pay full price for it, which is, I love that even more. All right, so I think that takes care of like skincare. Oh, I actually started off, and this didn't make the thumbnail picture. I'm not going to put it on now because I've already done my lips, but I got this lip oil from Charlotte Tilbury in her Chest of Beauty Secrets, the 2023 Advent Calendar Chest of Beauty Secrets. So she's got a really nice lip oil if you're into lip oils, which if you've watched any of my other videos, I think you know I'm also building my lip oil collection. I really like that a lot. I thought I was pretty excited to get that in the Advent Calendar Chest of Beauty Secrets. All right, what shall we move on to? Let's move on to the lips. That's easy. I took the this is a lip liner, Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Pillow Talk 2, which is the darker shade. I went, you know, I did my lip contour area. I dragged it up a little bit because I have these like discoloration patches on my lip contour area, which I've talked about before. It's like raw skin, and so I'm very leery about putting a lot of product directly on it because it settles into it. So sometimes I just really try to like buff my lip liner up a tiny bit. What do they call it? Like overlaying? There's a term for it, a technical term for it. Those of you that know it. Maybe you can mention in the comments. Anyway, if I can get my lip liner up a little bit above the edge of my lips, I can sometimes camouflage those little patches of not goodness. I went and I put that also. I've always put the lip liner like on my lips because lipstick transfers for the most part. And so if you've got a little bit of color from your liner on your lips themselves before you go on top of it with the lipstick, when you get that transfer throughout the day, whether you're drinking coffee, eating, whatever you're doing, you still have a little bit of color on your lips that you can bring back to life with maybe like a oil or a gloss or a reapplication of the lipstick. So for lipstick shades, I went today and I mixed, this is Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk, the OG, and this is the Pillow Talk 2, the second one down there, the second line, a little bit darker. This is my mom's shade. I turned this on to her, so I found 2 Holy Grail products for her that she likes. The other one's not in Charlotte Tilbury, but she really likes this Pillow Talk 2 shade, and the lip liner was in the Pillow Talk 2 shade. I went over all of that with this is Walk of Shame shade, and it's like a gloss. It has a little bit of a tingle to it, but it doesn't bother me. Speaking of Charlotte Tilbury products with tingle, I was in Sephora yesterday doing a recon for the spring sale, and I tried the Plumpgasm lip gloss that she's launched. And I've said before, I'm not into the plumping products. I just think that there is something very off about putting something on your lips, pretty much anywhere I think on my face that would cause an inflammation. I'm not going to put that product in that. It's all like, I mean, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist. I don't know what they put in these plumpers that makes your lips feel like you're getting stung by like 1,000 bees at the same time. It's not for me. I've read reviews that are like, oh, it's just a very cooling sensation and my lips look so plump. That was not the case for me. My lips immediately started burning and I was like, and I'm not allergic to anything. Nothing in my life. 50 years old, I'm not allergic to anything. But I don't like the plumpers. So that's just me. You may love it. You may like, oh, that's the best feeling ever. I didn't like it. I wiped it off. I tried to tough it out. I walked around the store for at least 3 minutes with that stuff, just like burning my lips. I'm like, this is not cool. I wiped it off. I went in my bag and I put on my Clarins lip oil, which was like, oh, it was just a breath of fresh air for my lips. It was so comforting. So just like a little side note there. But this is the Walk of Shame lip gloss. I just thought it looked nice. Like, I don't know. It was like 4 different lip products going on. I don't normally do that on a daily basis. So this is really, truly a full face going on here. Let's look at the eyes. Again, I don't normally do a ton with my eyes. I used the Eyes Mesmerize Creamy Shadow in the shade Gold. This is the shade Champagne. This is the shade Gold. Normally, I will, after I get like my base on, I will use whatever creamy bronzer of the day that I'm using, and I will gently like sort of apply it to my lids to cover my natural discolorations, and then I'll go over that with a very light neutral shadow powder and call it good. But today I used, instead of using creamy bronzer on my lids, I used the rose gold creamy eyeshadow, and then I used Charlotte's this is her color palette of pops quad. This is what went out in the giveaway that went to Sparkling because I had an extra one. I got a gift with purchase over the holidays. This is my own. This is the one I've been using. I used these 2 top shades here to dust my lids over that creamy shadow. The other palette I have is her Exaggerize, which I really like this. This goes better with the champagne, but I just decided to be rosy today. The makeup artist that did my friend's makeup at Sephora, and I did a whole video on that, used this palette for so many different things. Like she wet her brush, she made a you know, an eyeliner out of it. She did this fantastic smoked out look, all with the Exaggerize palette. I think I mentioned earlier, I did use my lip bar pencil to do my brows, but I set it with Charlotte's Brow Fix. I really like this. It's a no frills applicator. It's not like gluey strings everywhere. It does the job. It hasn't pilled. I've been using it now for close to a week. Lots of applications. Really, really like this. Although I mean, you don't need to have a bougie, you know, brow setting gel. Like NYX has some great ones. Essence has some great ones. Elf has some great ones. I just happened to want to try it. I didn't have it in my kit, and so I splurged. I got it, and I really like it. I went in that same video that I just talked about, going with my friend to get her makeup done at Sephora. The Sephora artist used an under eye liner that had like this like nudish yet highlightish look to it, and she just went on her waterline and she gave her a bit of a pop there and smoked it out, and it just was like this nice little bright look, and I really, really dig it. And so I did it. I tried to do it today, but I have to be very careful under here because my bottom eyelashes, whatever there are of them, there aren't many, they turn in, they scrape the bottom of my eyes. And so eye doctors have told me for so many years, like, just don't mess with that area. Don't put mascara, like, you know, try to be really careful down there. But today I made an effort, and you can't it's probably not picking up on the video, but I did manage to get a little bit of a brightness going on down there, and finished the look with 2 applications of the Pillow Talk Push Up Lash Mascara. It's in the mini. I think this also came in her Chest of Beauty Secrets Advent Calendar. I also have it in full size in like a I don't know, is it ColourPop of Dreams? It's like a mauve. It's a pretty color. I really like it. I like the applicator on these. It's got like the comb, so I can really get to each lash, and I don't feel like it's super clumpy. I don't get a lot of fallout from it. It holds all day. I really, really like this mascara. And mascara and eyeliner, those are like, for me, like least favorite products that I have that I deal with in this makeup journey of mine. I'm really trying to get on board with them. Going now into the I don't know, the cheeks, the forehead, the highlight, the bronzing, the contouring world. This side of my face, I decided to mess around with the wands. I used the contour wand, which I agree with other people that have critiqued this wand, just saying like, I put it on and it just doesn't seem like anything is there. I really have to like go in with a couple applications. I used my fingers, I used my stamping brushes, really go in. So I used it here, here, and here. I used the Pillow Talk, I guess it's a blush wand, a wand blush wand. I do like this color, but again, I just wasn't sure. I just don't know. I'm not purchasing the wand collection again from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm just not as much of a fan. I went in with this Hollywood Blush and Glow Duo palette. I didn't use the pink one. I used that to sort of highlight. So if you see like some highlighting effect right there, it's from that product. And then I went in with so that was the Hollywood Blush and Glow. This is the Film Star Bronzing Duo. So I did some bronzing, powder bronzing, like same areas, just kind of dabbed actually both. I took a brush and I took a combination of both, and that's my powder bronzer going on over on that side of the face. On this side of the face, I used my Charlotte Tilbury Creamy Bronzer, which I'm a big fan of. I don't need to repurchase it. It's a quite generous palette here. So I went in with that. Same areas, you know, just like, you know, the places where the sun like hits us, where we're supposed to use this stuff. I used the creamy blush. Love it. I am just so much more of a creamy brush and creamy bronzer gal than I am of these wands. The highlighter, I used my compact highlighter, powder highlighter. Love this. Is like so nice. Like, oh, it's just so nice. And this is my most recent purchase from Charlotte Tilbury. I went ahead and I bought her bronzer in shade Light. I did a bunch of touch up, like wherever I was shiny, just using my Charlotte Tilbury, like this is the Flawless Filter Compact. I like to use this sculpting brush. This is by e.l.f., but you know, this is a sculpting brush. And I just kind of went down my T-zone. I got right underneath my eyes to set in there. And yeah, I love these sculpting brushes. There's so much potential with these. And spray, spray, spray. Yeah, I did. I was spraying. That's another thing I learned when I went with my friend to get her makeup done at Sephora. Just like spray, 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 spray yourself away. I think that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I appreciate you. Welcome if you're new. Thank you if you're coming back. Get in on the giveaway action. Let me know in the comments what you think, what you want to try, what you want to hear me maybe talk more about. I'm happy to research anything that anybody wants researched. Just let me know. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you are well. And I'll see you in the next video.